wanna see my nuts? Okay, don't say I didn't warn you. These are my nuts. No, these are my nuts. And today we are gonna rank them from best to worst. Well, and since the topic of my nuts is a very intricate and serious field, I got an expert. Say hello to your mom. Today we are gonna rank them from best to worst. Everyone loves nuts, I love nuts, you love nuts, your mom loves nuts. Let's see how many your mom jokes I can fit into this video. Anyway, let's just jump right in. I got a few different nuts because I want to have a level playing field. All of them are unsalted and none of them are roasted. The only ones that aren't shelled are the peanuts because they are a pain in the ass to get without salt or oil or roasted or anything. We will start out with the cashew. If you know me, you know I love cashews. Cashews are just great. They are what every nut should aspire to be once they are grown up. Cashews are very tasty. They are very versatile. You can chew on them easily. They don't have any really dry parts to them. They are just incredible. You can use them in your cereal. You can cook with them. You can never go wrong with cashews. They only become better when they're salted or an ingredient of like Asian food. So cashews obviously absolutely nuts. The next one on the list, which I, as a kid, let me focus. I always thought walnuts were, you know, the brain of trees, walnut trees. You know, don't blame me. These they do look a little bit like brains. Walnuts are okay, but in general, I think walnuts are very overrated. They have very bland taste. When you get them in a shell, they are a pain in the ass to shell and to crack. Still, kind of good. You know, every once in a while they are okay as a snack, but too many of them and they have this weird aftertaste, which I don't like, but they are not too bad. Next on our list, we have the hazelnut. I don't know why, but in Germany, everyone loves hazelnuts. They are in so many baked goods. Nothing wrong with a good hazelnut, to be honest. I'm actually surprised. I thought they were kind of overrated, but kind of nutty taste, obviously. But they are quite good. Yeah, I don't like them as much as cashews. They are okay in a nut mix, or if you use them, as I said, in bakery or as an ingredient. But I don't like them as much. I think they are very dependent on quality. If you get cheap hazelnuts, they're prone to tasting like absolute ass. And I'm not the guy that likes to eat ass, so that's a no from me. If you like to eat ass, you probably love hazelnuts. So there you go. The next one, the peanut. It's kind of annoying that they don't come shelled without any salt or roasted or anything. As I said, this topic is very intricate and this is obviously very highly scientific. So I didn't want to give peanuts any more chances than the rest of the nuts in the world. And as you can see, they have this weird layer on them. You know, when you peel them, they have this weird layer on them. And I don't know if you can eat that, but that shit isn't touching my mouth. Peanuts. I've talked a lot about overrated nuts so far, but I think peanuts, to be honest, are nothing more than okay. The only reason you get them in bars and in cinema and stuff is because they are cheap as fuck, right? Peanuts are only good because they are cheap. The ratio between price and taste is okay with peanuts, but if you just straight up compare them to the rest of the nuts, they are really, really bad. The only saving grace they have is that they are kind of easy to shell and to peel. And they obviously get a lot better if they are roasted and salted. But this is just, you know, baseline the nut, how nature has made them. From that standpoint, I don't know. Peanuts they aren't trash, but they are not great. I don't like peanuts that much. The next one you might not even, if you don't deal with a lot of nuts, unlike your mom. Wow, incredible. You might not even know these. These are pecking nuts. And they are a pain in the ass to shell. They are even worse to shell than walnuts. They have, like, their shell is about as hard as an almond. They have these, you see these ridges? There is wooden stuff all over these ridges. So that's kind of annoying. But once you taste them, good. A+. You know, like they say, once you go pecking, you never go back. These are one of my favorites. They are not quite on the same level as cashews. For me, they get an absolutely nuts rating. Very delicious, easy to chew, nothing wooden about the texture, just incredible. Very good nut. Macadamias. Some refer to them as the queen of walnuts. And I get where they're coming from. The only thing I don't like about macadamias, they don't really have a lot of nutty taste. They have a great bite. The pure taste itself is just a letdown. Like the peanut, they get a lot better when they are salted and roasted. Or at least salted. Because of their bland taste. You know, they're very chewable. Can have a lot of them in a row without your jaw locking up. Like you're sucking dick for 24 hours. I totally didn't just eat another nut while talking about the macadamia. Anyway, kind of nutty. You know, probably better. We are honest. They're probably better than the hazelnut. These are peanuts. They also have like this weird layer like the peanut. But instead of like with the peanut, they don't come off. It's okay to eat. They're kind of annoying to chew. They have a very wooden texture. Kind of feels like you're chewing on a tree. Or at least on a small tree branch. Have a slightly bitter aftertaste. After careful evaluation of today's results, I'm gonna take it down a notch. I always like these, but the ones I have right now, to be honest, they are pretty bad. I need some palate cleanser. My mouth is full of nuts. Okay. Better. Oh, you didn't even see where I put the pecking nut. Okay, put it right here. That's like some really quality content. Obviously very well produced. But they landed here. For the next one, for the almond, I got two different kinds of almonds. These are blanched. These aren't. I don't know. Blanched almonds, way better. But they are processed. Kind of processed. A little bit at least. I'm gonna rate them somewhere in between the blanched and unblanched almonds. Also, a lot better than the hazelnut. Probably even better than the macadamia. Obviously a staple in bakery, in whatever you want. Now we get to some that might be a little bit controversial. I don't even know if pistachios are considered nuts. But you can source them shelled if you want to. They look a little bit like boogers, which is kind of disgusting. But they're great. Everyone only knows them salted when you have to shell them yourself. Right? Wow. Okay, if they're not roasted, the aftertaste is terrible. That's bad. Oh no. Pistachio, not looking too good for you. Once again, we're gonna reevaluate my statements and... that's gross. No. And the last one on our list. No, these aren't technically nuts either. They're technically seeds from the pine. Some call them pine nuts. Cannoli, but not technically nuts. So let's just... These are amazing. Wow. Kind of bitter aftertaste. A little bit of a bitter aftertaste. The initial taste. Like the mouthfeel, the texture. Wow. The aftertaste is really bad. Yeah, this is the official nut tier list. Obviously, this is an objective tier list. If you think anything here is wrong, you're just factually incorrect. And you know, I said nuts are expensive as fuck. So I want to thank today's sponsor. Yeah, that's me. I have to work for these. If you want to change that, subscribe to the channel, like the video, watch some more of my quality content. Thanks so much for watching. Grab yourself some nuts. Don't get grabbed by a nut. And see you in the next one.